Hey everyone, it's Rob here from Re-Ambition Coaching, and today I'm filming from my garden, so enjoy the sounds of nature. Today I want to talk about a little bit about NLP modalities and submodalities. And the reason I want to talk about them is because it's a super powerful technique and tool that can change your life, and you'll see how later on in this video. Right. The mind is super fascinating in the way it stores our memories, beliefs, and our experiences. And basically how it does this is it stores these experiences in memories as a modality, right? And the submodalities form the structure of those experiences, right? So let's talk a little bit about what is a modality, right? So modality is basically your five senses. So your visual sense, your auditory sense, your olfactory sense, which is your sense of smell, your gustatory sense, which is your sense of taste, and your kinesthetic sense, which is your tactile feeling as well as your kind of emotional feeling. On top of that, there's auditory digital. Now, auditory digital is that little voice that makes sense and logic out of everything in your mind. Right? So it's the five senses plus auditory digital. Now, submodalities are the finer details behind these modalities. So let's say for a visual modality, the submodalities would be, you've got a picture in your head. Is it black and white? Is it color? How big is it? Is it big? Is it small? Is it widescreen, for example? Is it bright or is it blurred? Is it moving or is it still? For auditory, it may be, where's that sound coming from? Which direction? Is it from the front, from behind, from the sides? How loud is that sound? Is it a muffled sound? Is it a very clear sound? Is it a brash kind of sound or a very calm sound, and so forth, right? We go through olfactory and gustatory as well. Now, the way our mind stores our memories and experiences is via these modalities. And then, as I mentioned, the submodalities create the structure of that experience. So it's basically how we know what we like and what we don't like, and what we believe and what we don't believe. And now, the easiest way for me to kind of show you how it works is to actually do it with you. So get comfortable, sit back in your chair, and close your eyes. And now think of an experience or favorite song that really makes you happy, or a time when you were on top of the world and it was just such an awesome day. Bring that memory into your mind. What do you see? What picture do you see? Is that picture color? Is it black and white? Is it bright? Is it dull? Is it in focus? Out of focus, maybe? How big is that picture? Is it big? Is it small? Where is it in your mind's eye? Is it kind of over here or over here? In the center? Are there sounds associated with the picture? Where are those sounds coming from? Are they loud or dull? Which direction are they coming from? Is the picture moving, or is it a still picture? Now I want you to remember what this picture looks like in your mind. Okay, now open your eyes and take a look around the room and notice what you notice. What didn't you notice before in the room that you may have noticed now? Okay, now I want you to think of something that you dislike. Maybe choose something that you dislike that you would really prefer to like. Okay, and then close your eyes, and I want you to visualize that experience. And I want you to notice how that picture in your mind for that is different from the picture of the good experience. What are the differences in the submodalities? Is this picture black and white, or is it color? Is this picture blurred, or is it in focus? Is this picture moving, or is it a still image? How big is this picture? Is it big, small, maybe it's widescreen? How far away is this picture? Okay. So now that you've noticed the differences between this experience and what you saw for the good experience, I want you to start changing the submodalities of this experience to match those of the good experience. So for example, if your dislike picture is in black and white, make it color. If your good experience picture was in color. And if your dislike image is smaller, make it bigger. If your like image was moving, make this one move. If you have a feeling from the like picture, match that feeling to this picture. And as you change these submodalities, kind of notice how the feeling is changing and the edge is being taken off the dislike image. And just keep changing. If it helps, make the picture brighter, make it more focused. Only you can see what you see in your mind, and you can tell what the differences were between these two pictures. Right? So now once you've changed the submodalities to match those of the liked image, I want you to open your eyes again and take a look around the room again. Okay? Is there anything else you notice that you may have not noticed the time before? Okay, now close your eyes again and bring up that dislike experience again. How does it feel now? Does it feel better? If it didn't change anything, you may have to try and do this again later. But for those of you who have felt a change, you now understand how powerful this technique is and how useful it is. It is one of the simplest techniques that can help you with a variety of things. Like, for example, if you have a presentation that you're dreading, right? Bring up an image of when you were super confident, right? And figure out what are those submodalities of that picture, right? Look at how colorful it is. Is it in color? Are there sounds? Is it still? Is it moving? What kind of feeling does it give you? What shape is that feeling? Is it moving? Who's there? That sort of stuff, right? And bring up an image of you standing in front of everyone presenting. And start changing the submodalities to match that time when you were very confident, right? And do that daily before the presentation for 5 minutes a day. And I promise you, when you get up there, you may still have a little bit of anxiety. Everyone does, but it'll feel a hell of a lot better, right? Another thing you can use it for is to change a dislike to a like, or a like to a dislike. So, for example, if you've got a bad habit that you want to break, so maybe it's smoking, for instance, right? Or you just can't stop going to get a piece of chocolate from the kitchen like me. You can then go and change those submodalities. So you basically go pick something that you dislike, and you kind of look at the submodalities that you're picking up there, and then you change the image of the like that of the dislike, right? And you'll find that you may not be visiting the kitchen as often for a piece of chocolate, like me. Yeah. So I hope you've found this really helpful, right? This generally works very well with very visual people because they easily bring up images in their mind, right? And if you're auditory or kinesthetic, you can still do it. It just takes a little bit more practice, right? To get that image clear in your head. So I thank you all for listening. And if you did find this helpful, give me a like and a share. And please don't forget to visit my webpage at www.reambition-coaching.co.za. Thank you all. Cheers. To find out more about Reambition Coaching, visit our website at www.reambition-coaching.co.za or like and follow our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/Reambition Coaching.